the whole classroom froze. Professor Strickland, the toughest teacher in the entire university, stood in front of the blackboard with a cruel smile on his face. His voice cut through the silence like a knife. "So, old lady," he said loudly, pointing his chalk-stained finger, "if you think you belong in my class, then prove it. Answer this question right now." Everyone turned to look at her. An old woman, with silver hair tied in a neat bun and glasses slipping down her nose, sat quietly in the middle row. She looked like someone's grandmother who had wandered into the wrong room. She wore a faded blue sweater, her hands resting calmly on her notebook. The professor grinned like a wolf. He wrote a huge equation on the board, numbers and symbols twisting across the surface like a puzzle from another world. Even the smartest students whispered nervously. It was a kind of question that could take hours to solve, if it could be solved at all. "This," the professor sneered, "is something even my brightest students can't handle. Let's see if you can, or if you'll just embarrass yourself in front of everyone." The class waited for the old woman to panic. Some students even covered their mouths, ready to laugh. The air was thick with suspense. But then she did something no one expected. Slowly, the old woman stood up. She didn't look scared. Her eyes, sharp and steady, locked onto the problem. She picked up a piece of chalk, and with one smooth motion, she walked straight to the board. The classroom gasped. Even Professor Strickland raised an eyebrow. She lifted the chalk, and with a confident smile, she wrote down the first number. But before she could finish, Professor Strickland slammed his hand on the desk. "Stop! If you get this wrong," he barked, his voice booming, "you'll never set foot in this class again." The room went dead silent. And then the old woman's lips curled into the faintest smile. 2 weeks before that shocking moment, no one in the university had ever seen the old woman. On the first day of the semester, students were rushing to grab their seats when the classroom door creaked open. The sound made everyone turn. In walked a woman who looked